Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in my lab, and I'm in the book. I'm breaking down the purpose of integral yoga disciplines. This is the breakdown. I just gave the last lesson for holistic yoga. This is the final part to that before I get into the study and reflect. If you're gonna learn, you got to reflect. Let's talk about that. But the purpose of integral yoga discipline, we're gonna start with that and go into the next lesson. This is gonna be a two-in-one lesson. All right, let's rock. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories. For life, I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritual sleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical. But if you gotta ask for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not. Whoa. Did I do this already? A person who knows not and knows not. Oh, yeah, I did that. Excuse me. My bad. 40 slip. Okay, well, the person who knows not. Okay, a person who knows and knows not that they know. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya be true. All right. Right thinkers, peaceful philosophy on the purpose of the integral yoga disciplines in studying and reflecting on the lessons that you're learning. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Teachers on duty. Let's rock. The purpose of integral yoga. Here's a little quick diagram. The last lesson I showed you this one here. The holistic purpose. I broke that down for you the last lesson. But this lesson we're going over to the purpose of integral practice of the spiritual disciplines, yoga disciplines, right here. I'm breaking it down for you right quick. Again, I like these because they're good little quick lessons that you can learn. But the key is to understand each one, implement it, master it, and it becomes yours, your way of life. First thing is to enlighten one's intellect, obtain knowledge, get information. That's the yoga of wisdom. That's Isis, y'all know her from. She's the lady of wisdom. The next one is to enhance your enlighten your emotions. Get control over your emotions. That's yoga of devotional love. That's my Christian family, okay? They are devoted to Christ. I'm going to follow with that. But in doing their devotion, they practice righteous and virtuous living. Right on point. So that's why I hang out with them. All right. Next one is to enhance your body. You practice to enlighten the body. You practice yoga of right action. Right thinking philosophy is based on that one also. Matter of fact, all four of these is what I mastered, and all right thinking philosophy has a slice of each one that I mastered and implemented, so I know each one personally. Okay, I tell you the tantra, I ain't big on that one, but these, oh yeah. And my favorite, yoga of right action. Offering up a selfless service, doing what's right, keeping God pleased with your actions, and He will bless you on a regular basis. I'm blessed daily, I tell you that, because I live right. If you do that, you'll be blessed the same way. I ain't the only one. Okay, I got friends in the pastors, all living the same lifestyle, and we all blessed in our own way daily. Okay, for the way we live. not the practice of religion. Okay, this the deeds. The last one, and this is something I don't hear a lot of Christian belief system followers about meditation. To enlighten your unconscious mind, you have to meditate. Yoga of formal and informal meditation. Formal means you set out the time. Every morning I have my formal meditation time. Every morning. When y'all pray, I meditate. So I put that time in every day also. And the results is from that is intuitive knowledge. Better understanding of who? Myself. That's what the benefits of when you practice meditation individually, you will become one with your higher self. That's the connection that you want. I'm trying to help you with that, but you got to put the work in by putting the formal time in and sit down, put time in, and let it happen. Just praying all the time to God don't do nothing. Living right, doing good things, that could help. But the prayer, not so much. Okay, moving on. Now, let's go to study and reflections. Reflecting means you giving thought to what you're learning. You listening. Listening. You got to hear. Hear interprets what's being said to you. Listening means you paying attention and you're going to try to decipher, comprehend it, but more importantly, reflect on it. I mean, give it some thought. A lot of people say, I hear you, I hear you. We all hear. We all don't listen. The art of listening is how you learn. I'm attentive listener. Why? Even to ignorant people. I hear the ignorance. I hear it. I listen. Okay, but if I wasn't listening, I couldn't hear the ignorance or intellect. Okay, and it tells you study and reflecting. Starting out, the first thing you need to do if you are a student, listening should be followed by reflecting. Okay, practicing comprehending what's being said upon the teachings that you're listening to. If you don't understand the teachings, raise your hand, let it be known. Can you break that down for me? Can you explain it to me? The teachings don't work if it ain't being understood. A lot of y'all say Jesus taught in parables. No, y'all just didn't understand what the hell he was saying. Y'all was ignorant to the fact of what he's trying to present to you. Moving on. But however, sometimes questions have to and they should arise. When you're being taught, you should have questions of what's being taught to you. I was a habitual hand raiser. Why? Yeah, but I'm asking questions pertaining to what I'm being taught. I'm not just coming here at a bunch of nonsense. So some questions you can respect. Why? Because they give you a chance to expound on what you're talking about for those who may not ask the question, but they want to know too. So ain't no such, the only bad question, only stupid question is one you don't ask. As a teacher, I believe that wholeheartedly. And as a student, I back that up by what? When I'm confused, I'm asking questions. Simple, I'm a questioner. If I'm a student, as a teacher, I like to answer questions. So if you're learning, then you asking questions. All right, but at this time, you have questions to the teacher. At this time, you, the aspirant, you should be able to articulate your own personal question to ask. Some people make statement questions. I don't know if you saying this or I can't get the difference. Articulate it to where at least I know it's a question. So asking questions is an art form also. And it is the duty of you, the aspirant. Why? Because that's what opened the closed doors of your understanding. If you don't understand something, the door is closed. Get understanding, open the door. However, once you ask the question, and I'm the answerer, and I answer the question, you should be the one reflected upon and assimilate the answer rather than questioning or doubting the answer. That's not your job. All my teachers, I never questioned what they told me. I trusted. Simple. So be careful who you put your trust in. That's all. If you trust the right person, you can get everything you need. You trust the wrong person, you're going to get holes. Simple as that. Ain't no two ways about it. That's a fact. But sometimes an agitated mind is already thinking of what? The next question or the follow-up without even taking care or the time to understand the answer they got to the first question. Some people just want to bombard you with questions, all that, whatever their intentions are. But again, as a teacher, I call them hecklers. So I put them in check. I got no problem. You might not want to heckle me. All right. I think on my feet and I'm quick with my lip. This will lead to what? Confusion. Again, if you're the student, you should trust in the teacher's lessons. If not, don't even waste my time. If you're going to question me, doubt me, don't waste my time. Okay, moving on. Reflection, again, is an art that you had to perfect as a person and is best carried out in silence. Meaning you're doing the thinking, you're doing the contemplating, you're doing the concentration, you're doing the reflecting on what's being said to you. If you're learning, that's what you should be spending your time on. Not only in silence, not only in your mouth, but in your mind as well. So you as the aspirant, right thinker, you should learn to ask questions and then reflect upon the answer and hopefully live according to them with your new enlightening and understanding. That's what enlightenment means. You're going to get something that you didn't already have. I'm here to enlighten, educate, enlighten, inspire, and motivate. Those are things that a teacher does. And the student, you come here to get that. I'm here for you to do just that. And in this manner, your mind will be transformed, enlightened, with information, knowledge, useful stuff that you can assimilate, you can use and manifest the stuff for yourself in your own life. You live your life. I can instruct you and give you information on how to do it. All you got to put the work in. Seek for yourself to perform everything you do to your highest ability. That means give your best effort. Some people just do enough to get by. They're going to do just enough to keep them out the danger zone, keep them out of harm and danger, but just enough. That's not good enough in life, okay? You're going to be that average person, you're going to be the worker. You're going to work forever, okay? You're going to be a laborer. And once AI take over, you might be good for nothing but a laborer because you ain't thinking, and they don't need your thinking process. They got AI for that now. Think. Why? It ain't illegal yet. Trust me, they're coming. This way, now your actions for yourself will be blameless. If you not giving 100%, that's like me wearing white with a whole bunch of black on it. Pure, stainless, give 100% effort. When you want to be clean, that means no stains. That means no mistakes, no errors. That's how you should live your life in a spiritual concept, in a mythological idea in your mind of what to do right and how to do it. I've been practicing that now for 30-some odd years. I'm trying to get others to do it. Why? Working for me. I'm just trying to help you. And there is one critical factor in learning this philosophy that every right thinker needs to know and fully understand, not misinterpret, not misunderstand. That is how to balance, my girl, my yacht, in your day-to-day reality with these teachings that is being learned by you. You got to implement, you got to take the lesson and put it in your life. Practice it right there. When I give it to you, you take it, put it on, and strut it. See how it works. See how test drive it, so to speak. Trust me. In the teaching that I'm giving you, you will now learn how to be able to what they call transcend your personal world. You dictate the outer world from the inside. So if you got right understanding, right knowledge, and right thinking, you can perform right actions. But this does not mean that the world is to be left behind. No, you got to live in this world. You got to function like everybody else. But you have to put the balance in your life for learning the lessons, implement the lessons, practicing them, taking the time for your meditation. All these is self-improvement. That's what you do personally. You don't need a group of people. You need a partner for that. If you have responsibilities to maintain, again, and we all do, yourself or to your family obligation, get up, go to work, take care of your responsibility, you have to do that. You do those things, but the lessons you learn and you implement them while you're doing those things. I didn't go to the monastery. I didn't go to no damn temple and become a right thinker, a wise man. No, I put it into use right here, okay, in my daily life. around a bunch of ignorant people. I still maneuvered and did what I had to do. Moving on. So don't think, oh, I gotta go to. No, you ain't gotta go nowhere. You gotta just get focused and self-discipline. And just like a job, or like taking care of your own children or your spouse, etc. That's life. We all have responsibilities. But that don't mean you can't improve yourself with the teachings that you can learn to better yourself with. Your spouse ain't got to do it. No, you got to do it. Make it personal, and you can. I didn't miss a beat. You must fulfill your own responsibilities when daily. Yeah, you can't. No, like anything else, routine daily. But you have gotten yourself into what? Everything you got yourself into by your past ignorance, and now you must get out of them by now fulfilling your responsibilities with what? Wisdom and right action. Change the way you live. I used to be a hustler. I used to be a drug dealer. Now I'm a teacher. I practice good living, righteous living. I ain't a preacher. I'm a teacher of a philosophy that I practice. I changed for the better. That's self-improvement. But in this also means that if before you began this, my trial 40 years ago, these teachings and learning how to simplify and better one's life, it's been around a long time. This is ancient. This is old stuff. But what happens when you begin to change what they call simplify your life, and that now you don't need a spouse to make yourself happy or better to improve yourself. This does not mean that you got to go out and get a divorce or separate from your other half. No, I don't expect my other half to do nothing except be them. I'm doing this for me. Okay? I'm the only right thinker in my family, in my household. Okay? Ain't nobody right thinking around here. I'm the only one. So understand that it ain't a team thing, it ain't a group thing. It's personal. You get yours, that's all that matters. So you yourself need to be able to fulfill your part of any relationship that you're part of with a deeper understanding and the meaning of whatever relationship you're part of, be it married, not married, friendship, partnership, whatever it is. You just be your best self. You ain't got nothing to do with the other person. Okay? If I'm in a situation where my mate is wilding out, I'm not going to wild out. Why? My pastor say, I'm not going to let you take me to hell with you. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to do what I know to be right. That's all. When you're doing those things, that's what God recognizes in you. You ain't the judge of nobody to tell nobody how they should be with. No. Just control you. I don't control none of the situations I'm in, but I do control every situation, me, that I'm in. I don't control the situation. I do control me, and I'm in them situations. And if you see the Egyptian Tantra Yoga, that's my least favorite discipline of the yoga practice. Tantra is physical. I'm not into all of that. All right? But if you discover that, watch this, if you discover that you don't need a new expensive car, you cannot just stop the payments, okay? If you discover that what you don't need a new expensive car, you cannot just stop the payments. That's a situation you got to take care of. Again, in life. But these actions would be against Maya. Balance. Understanding everything done the right way. There's two ways to do everything, right and wrong. That's what Maya gives you the option. You can do it the right way, you can do it the wrong way. You're going to do it, so understand what you're doing. Why? There's consequences. So you must see in your relationship to its conclusion. Whatever you start, you finish it. Even if you grow in enlightenment and stature, that don't change the scenario and the situations in life, okay? Because you getting enlightened, all of a sudden your family and friends are beneath you, you condescendingly dealing with them, that's not cool, okay? So you must make your car payments until what? You either sell it or get out of the debt properly. Handle your business. Maya teaches and preaches, handle your business, okay? Leave nothing undone every day so that your mind may have peace, and every day you study and you practice what you study, the teachings, and so that at the time of your physical death, you will not be held back or reincarnated. Why? Because if you do the things I'm teaching you to do due to your unfinished business, The day-to-day activities, living right, doing the right thing, have been created for you to what? The benefit of lightening your heart. While you're doing the right things on a daily basis, your heart getting lighter and lighter. So at the time of death, they're going to take the heart and it's going to be as light as my feather if you're living like Mr. Right and doing the right things for yourself on a day-to-day basis. Your heart will be light too. That's the name of the game. And those people that you meet and the responsibilities that you need to fulfill in your daily life are the means in which we call your divine self is allowing you to work out your own mysteries of life by putting the teachings into action. Learning all this good stuff, learning all these philosophies, learning all this yoga information, and don't use it means absolutely nothing. If I know it and don't use it, it's like a person who don't know it. While we're on the same boat, we ain't doing a damn thing. So I'm no better than them. But you know it. Okay, yeah. Are you using it? Knowledge is only good if it's being used. Having it don't mean jack. It's a bunch of smart dummies, intellectual numbnuts. Why? They're not practicing what they know. They know it. They learned it, obviously, but you can't tell why. They're not showing it. You're not proving it. I do it every day to show you what it looked like. Let me wrap this up for you. Oh, I forgot what the hell I was at. Okay, the day-to-day activity. Your life is done every day. You live every day. So, watch this. The people who meet you, the divine self is allowing you to work. Yeah. But now, therefore, do not reject this gift of life by what? Throwing it away by being egotistical and not living right. Why? Because you're going to be back and do it again. That's why. It's the gift. God, life is gift to us. What we do with it is our gift to God. Why? He wanted it back. But he wanted it purified. He don't want it all messed up. I don't want that garbage. Okay? Purify yourself. Purify the heart. Live right. I recognize that in your day-to-day life. At the end of it, I'll come and get you and do what we need to do. You can come hang out with me forever. All right. But again, your choice in life. And you control all your activities. There should not be a contradiction between what? Your inner life and your outer life. They should match. I tell you, if a person, what they say, don't match what they do, don't believe them. Don't trust them. Why? They're lying. Your words should match your actions. That's what my eye represents. And what's on the inside, going to show on the outside. This contradiction is eradicated. How? There you go. How could you eradicate the contradictions in your life from the outer and the inner? By studying of the teachings that I'm setting forth right there in philosophies with a proper guidance, a proper leader, a preceptor, a teacher, me, sage. So therefore, you attend or get as many lessons from this as possible. And what? You listen to the tapes. You rerun the lessons as often as possible. You use it wisely, and you will see how your own inner life and your own outer activities in life will work in your favor, and they work hand in hand. That will lead you to enlightenment. That's the name of the game. I'm almost home. Stay with me. We're almost there. So the nature of the body in the physical form is to take delight in pleasures. That's the ego. The ego wants just that. That's it. Nothing else. So you can't live on an ego level. That's all you're going to do in life. So you are in complexity. But the way of truth is simplicity. Simplify your life. Take out the unnecessary stuff. Trim the fat, so to speak. Get rid of stuff that I ask myself a lot of times, do I need that or do I want it? Needs to be taken care of. Wants, you can, figure that out for yourself. But when your wants supersede your needs, you have some issues that you need to address personally. That's an ancient Egyptian proverb. I'm taking it home. The key for success in this life is allowing what your inner gifts that God gave you of the soul and obtaining the knowledge of self that leads to self-mastery, self-improvement, self-discovery, whatever you want to call it. It's all self, meaning you got to do it. So for you to unfold what? Simplicity in your life. Simplify your life and you will have a good life with a whole bunch of complexities. We call it drama. Everybody wants to be involved, this and that. The less people I deal with, the less things I involve myself with, the better I am. Why? I'm keeping to myself. I ain't got a problem with that. Some people can't be by themselves. I don't have a problem with that. So simplicity, solo, alone time, that relates not to only in the teachings, but to your own practical lifestyle. Take some of the stuff that just causing you agitation and stop it. Just stop. How many possessions do you have and how many do you really need? Again, this is a quick simplification of your life. You take stock in yourself. How many car payments, stereos, or jewelry do you have? I got a car note. I got bills to pay like everybody else. But the question is, how much concern do you have about your body? I'm in the gym every day. Every day. No. I learned that Bruce Lee never not trained. I'm in that mindset. I'm going to train every day. I'm going to study every day. Until what? They turn the lights out in my life. Simple. Okay. What pleasures are you running after? What do you desire most? And that's what you're going to chase. You like young girls and money. Moving on. He died young. What are you trying to accomplish in life and why? I'm trying to be my best self. Why? I know when this physical life is over, I want to go into eternity. I don't want to come back reincarnated and deal with this thing again. That's all. And why? Because I want to be forever with God. And what are you trying to get rich? Nope. Could care less. I did drugs trying to get rich. That didn't work. Okay. Famous. I ain't trying to be famous. Could care less about that. To be voted the most sexual person. That's all ego. That's all moment. He would love all of them. That would make him feel better. That would nothing would have satisfied him more than satisfy that ego that he had that was so big. But all of this and all these things that you do here is perishable, fleeting. It's not going to last. Okay? It will not bring what we know to be true happiness. When you know yourself, when you know you are one with God, you can't get no happier than that. That's bliss. That's ecstasy. That's supreme peace. Hotep. That's what I live for. That's where I'm at in my life. I can't find many people with that. I'm trying to help you get there, so maybe I can make some friends, get y'all coming up here and see where I'm at. But you must examine yourself because these are questions that you have to answer for yourself. And it is for you or for the good. Is it for the good or for humanity? What I'm doing, is it good for me? Yeah, I'm getting a chance to express myself, get some out of my chest. I got nobody to talk to, so I use y'all as my springboard to talk and teach. And I have no students, so I become my best student. I practice what I teach. I use what I'm trying to teach others to do. So yeah, I'm keeping myself busy. If I ain't got no students, I become a student. So you only need what is necessary, but you are the one to determine that. You be able to fulfill your life with things that you want and what you don't want. All else will be provided if you're serving God when needed. He'll supply your needs. I told my kids, I will give you whatever you need, but I'm not going to take care of your wants. Your desires is up to you. Again, they learned that lesson early. So, and it will come off, watch this, come off as, it will come of its own accord. You will dictate what's going on in your life. And as you go through it, it'll work itself out one way or another, good or bad. But the more possessions, watch this, he loves stuff. The more possessions you have, that means the more worries and concerns you have about what? Keeping them. You can't take it with you. Motorcycle, van, all that stuff. None of that stuff went with him. Everybody got that stuff. Tutankhamun, we found that out about him. He had a treasure trove of stuff, and then none of them go with him. It's all still here. Okay? If it's here, it's going to stay here. Anything physical, material, don't leave. Spirit can go. That's my old thing with the wings. Okay? Your body is a bird with your head on it. Okay, your spirit. All right? But you have to worry about keeping them and protecting them. The more stuff you got, the more you got to worry about. The more money you got, the more problems. Yeah, trust me. But this is truly, is this truly living? Nope. Constantly worrying. Again, perfect segue. Worries cause mental agitation. What my man said, no worries, mate. And down under Crocodile Dundee. No worries, mate. Meaning, I'm good to go. I ain't beef for a whole bunch of stuff. And that's how you got to live, because mental agitation prevents one's peace of mind. And without peace of mind, there will be limited happiness, pleasure, understanding of the teachings, and it limits your ability to practice and concentrate and meditate fully. It's an enhancement. It's a problem that you need to take care of yourself because you are the problem if you ain't doing the things you're supposed to do. And worrying, along with anxieties, all come from, you ready? Lack of intellect, understanding of oneself. And that's what is true meaning of what? Life. You are ignorant when you are ignorantly running after empty pleasures of the flesh. Those are distractions in your life. Stop doing those by simplifying your life. Again, oh man, y'all still chasing young girl. Get over that. When you wasn't catching them when you was young, don't chase them when you're old. Wow. The goal of discovering one's true self will surpass all worldly pleasures, possessions, and all mental pleasures and physical pleasures. Ain't nothing better than being spiritually and mentally in tune, enlightened, awakened. Okay, Nihas, spiritually enlightened. Taking it home, I see the clock. Let me take it. It's been half hour. I can't get past that half hour thing. I'm trying, but let me get this out the way. So therefore, you gradually make this your focus for your life daily. And now you will see how so many troubles, so many feathers will just fade away. And those daily adversity that you face every day, something always going wrong, will start to fade away. And you would have led yourself, nobody else, you led yourself into what? Your own future. And you are not gone forever. You will be what? With God forever. This physical life, no, temporary. Don't fall in love with this. Fall in love with that, with this and this. Heart, mind, coherence. And that's the lesson, right, thinkers? Hold about practicing all your yoga disciplines intricately, meaning daily. You can always find a use for any one of these lessons that you use. Wisdom, thinking, acting right, yoga, devotion, love. Make sure you keep God. I'm God conscious. I got God on my mind all the time. To enlighten the body, righteous actions, going to the gym, keep yourself in physical fit. And my favorite, daily meditation, communing with God. He talks to me every day. Do you talk to him? Do we talk to you? Get in touch with him. He talk back. Trust me. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me 100 miles a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who understand the purpose of the integral yoga disciplines have passed away. I'll be back.